Hey everybody, Andrew Morgan here with my good friend Eric Pipkin of KP Interface. We are here to talk about somebody that's really applied true zero trust principles to M365 and their Microsoft enterprise applications. Eric, when you were telling me about this, I was like, wow, this is really taking things that threat actors are using. Like, we know the number one way in which actors are initial access brokers and credentials, and then any type of lateral movement. You guys have created really a mitigating zero trust platform to thwart the majority of that behavior, and not only doing it successfully, but also from a mobile perspective as well. So can you get us on the fairway? Tell me a little about who Eric Pipkin is first, for those that may not know, and I'd love people to hear this use case.
Sure, yeah. So I'm Eric Pipkin. I'm a director of technology at KP Interface, and I've been working here for about 14 years now. So when we started with KP Interface with AppGate, and we wanted to really lock down our environment. And for us, we're in SharePoint. We use email through 365, OneDrive, all that. So we thought, there's got to be a way we can use AppGate, even though we don't have a traditional server in a traditional environment where it's in one place. So we were able to use a little bit of Microsoft policies and AppGate to really mitigate all those threats. Basically, we have to be on our computer in order to access our environment's data. And we do that with our clients as well. So even with mobile devices, like you mentioned, we can lock those down as well. And it really helps us focus on specific malware. Really takes away a lot of the threats for us. It's been very successful.
Yeah, Eric, and maybe just talk briefly about all the policies that you put in place and the checkpoints, because I think it's really fascinating. Not only are you doing it with MFA, but the MAC address, the EDR, like you guys have really taken them. Literally, the steps and checkpoints are really well thought out here.
Yeah. So it really starts with conditional access policy. So the first step is our computers have to be hybrid joined to our domain. And step two is our multi-factor authentication has to be a strong form, such as passwordless. Those two things are met, then we can sign into AppGate. So now AppGate takes over a little bit. And there's another conditional access policy that says we can only log into our 365 environment if we're coming from the AppGate IP. So we just forward all those requests to AppGate, and suddenly we're able to get in. And so that's really the methodical approach we took to it. We did the same thing for mobile, although it's a little bit different technically speaking. It still works just as well. And so it's it's working out really well, and it's able to stop anybody from accessing our environment from outside.
And I think the thing that's really cool, Eric, from the customer perspective, is maybe close us out with the performance and the fact that you're having material business impact from a positive perspective, that you can articulate that to them about how you understand how they make money, you understand how these applications support their revenue and the risk to the business, so maybe close us out with that.
Yeah, sure. Certainly analyzing each client's business helps with us positioning AppGate. For some of our financial clients, we really hit hard on compliance and just security. I mean, they're always the ones that are mostly aware of the security factors. And to be honest, these clients that have been using it for months, we never hear anything. I mean, the performance is great. And the security is great. It's not too much where they can't sign into their applications. It's just enough. It's working as it should, and we never really hear from them like we might with a typical VPN solution.
Very cool, Eric. Really, again, impressive the way you guys have architected this and taken it to a next level. Thanks for joining me, and excited for people to hear this.
Yeah, me too. Thanks.